depends a lot on explicit declarative knowledge, and it requires your full attention, so you can't really do other things at the same time. Second is the associative stage, during which you tweak your behavior and you figure out what works and what doesn't. And third is the autonomous stage, when you can just perform the skill without much thought and without much verbalization. Okay, now let's turn to a theory about how skill acquisition actually happens. So you've been practicing, you're moving from the cognitive to the associative stage and from the associative stage to the autonomous stage. How do those transitions take place? One way of framing this question is, how do you transform declarative knowledge, the book knowledge and the verbalized instructions about how to perform a skill, into a procedural skill? One of the most influential answers to this question was developed by Professor John Anderson at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh. Anderson proposed that the nature of our representation of procedural skills is very different from our representation of declarative knowledge. In particular, he argued that we represent procedural knowledge using what are sometimes called production rules. And the term production rule is just a fancy name for a very simple idea. It's simply an association between some conditions and some actions. You can think of it like an if-then kind of association. If the conditions are satisfied, then perform the action. And critically, this association is not explicit or conscious or declarative. Rather, the association is automatic, unconscious, and implicit. When those conditions are satisfied, this association just fires automatically, and the actions associated with those conditions are automatically and immediately executed. You don't have to consciously decide to take those actions. That's what makes it implicit and procedural rather than declarative. Consider walking, for example. We all know how to walk, right? Well, when you walk, you're not usually thinking about it. Okay, well, I got my left foot down, now I got to move my right leg, okay, now I got it right. We just walk without thinking about it. It's an automatic set of associations. That's what production rules are, automatic associations. When you're walking and your weight is on your left foot, then you'll automatically start swinging the right foot over. And then you'll do the same with the left foot. It's not conscious, it's an implicit, unconscious, procedural skill. So, the idea is that your ability to walk, or tie your shoe, or play the piano, are stored as a big set of these automatic production